The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Well, hello everybody. It is finally Friday. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. We have a fun, stacked show. There's been a lot going on this week, and we're here to talk about it. So joining me as always, my left-hand man, the author, David Applegate.
G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to another men's room. How's that ATT working out for you?
I don't know. He's a knight. We'll get the round table all to himself tonight. It's the anime night.
Greetings, fellow knights. I hope you're all having a fantastic time, whatever it is you're doing, whether you're at home cuddling and Netflixing or out and about on a movie theater experience. I hope you are watching really good movies that isn't Madam Web, and also having a good time at an arcade or doing something illegal. You better be careful.
We don't condone any of that. Last but not least, the channel dad himself, Brian Lape.
I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, the AT&T outage was a solar flare brought to you by the NSA.
That's
Nice.
Yes.
Well,
I
I was
did hear
gonna
about
say,
that,
it was-
actually.
I did a bit. I did a bit on solar flares, and there was this. The Weather Institute actually showed a link between solar flares and heat waves, and the next day that whole website disappeared.
so was it a solar flare or was it a
Hack.
a
It was a
hack?
hack.
I
It was a
figured it was a hack. Hey, so the name of tonight's episode is The Men's Room Presents Can You Hear Me Now? That was to
Yeah.
that Verizon commercial back in the day.
I was wondering about that. I thought you had
Don't you
issues
hear
with
me
your
out?
mic and everything.
So they broke. Remember, folks, they broke up AT&T because it was too big. Yet Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, they're how many times bigger individually?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all I can say is yeah. Sure. I don't know. I mean,
AT&T was secure until the breakup.
Yeah.
That's
AT&T
weird, isn't it?
sucks around here.
Well, they've been slowly
does
getting
suck.
all those Ma Bells back together. So
Yeah, AT&T blows around this part of town. If you got AT&T, you might as well just not have a cell phone.
Yeah.
yeah, even their landline stuff was mediocre at best, especially for long distance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yet,
Well, at least I didn't have to worry about anything because nothing of mine messed up.
here's the weird part. WorldCom rented all those lines off AT&T and were doing good. So obviously something deliberate restricting the customer.
That's kind of cool. Huh.
Anyway,
Although WorldCom went broke because they doubled down in the shrinking market.
Yeah.
Doubled the
smartest men
investment
in the
this.
room
Yeah.
was WorldCom.
Ew.
Oh, the market's
MCI.
shrinking. Double their investment. Yeah. Rent more lines.
I was like, it ain't gonna be me. That's for sure.
Well,
I'm
Well,
over here.
before Biden, there was a bunch of before Enron, there was WorldCom.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. So I guess we're just taking it that it was a hack job and nobody's owned up to it yet.
Because it was, as Brian said, it was a inside job.
Oh,
yeah, they said it was. I think the official word was there was a software update 4 days prior that had
And it crashed.
had
crashed all their servers.
headways for various 3-letter agencies, including MI6 and Israeli intelligence and others
Mossad,
to look in.
without password.
They've also been. You've had various congressional hearings over the last few weeks beforehand. People saying, "Oh yeah, the Chinese or the Russians are going to attack us." We're all chattering. There's all this chatter on the net. But in my view, if it was one of those outside units, someone would have taken the credit for it.
Yeah.
Since no one did, I think it's our own.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was necessarily deliberate. I think they were poking around to see what they could do, and went, "Oh."
There's there's a guy that I follow on YouTube. His name's Monkey Works. He posts a lot of stuff, and every day seems to we get hammered with cyber attacks. So I don't know what happened to make yesterday so much worse than before, but I don't know.
That's been the narrative for quite a while. They telegraph what they're going to do weeks in advance. So when they're saying that, listen.
Yeah, the digital fortress basically has so many weak points. And what they did is every time they do a software upgrade, right, or an update, whatever, they have to have all these, smartest men in the room go around and test everything.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's usually the same people who made the firewall, so they're not going to fault their own product. But this time, whatever the testing protocol was, caused a crash, and it cascaded, and it wasn't supposed to cascade. But AT&T has so many old systems, and I think that's what they were doing, trying to force AT&T to purge those old systems to update.
It's conceivable. But yeah, I think it was funny that the solar flare narrative was the first one out. When I heard that, I said, no, it's not. It would have affected everybody.
No, solar, the thing is, they've been trying to discredit. The thing is, they've been trying to discredit solar flare theory because, like I said, the Weather Institute put out a whole big paper on solar flares, what they do, how they cause storms, how they cause heat waves, and
the Carrington event in the late 19th century, it melted telegraph lines.
Yeah.
So,
but the biggest thing solar flares are known for is creating the auroras.
The aurora borealis. Yeah.
Yeah. That's because they're literally flinging parts of the sun at us, charged particles.
Yeah.
And those charged particles can affect the weather in many ways. But the thing is, during the early days of space travel, a lot of satellites were taken out during these solar events. But these days, they're all shielded.
David, space doesn't exist.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. We're underwater and we're inside a fishbowl. Yes, that's right. And Elon Musk is big space daddy. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Does space really exist? Have we ever been to space?
Do we really exist?
Do you exist?
Actually, remember, there was a conspiracy theorist who spent 30 years building a rocket, and after he fired it up, he went up, and after he saw space, he just disappeared because he didn't want to face the public and tell the truth. That was a big thing about it during the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Media would go out there and see this guy building a rocket, testing them, firing them up, taking pictures.
Is that the guy that said he was going to just hold his breath
for 12 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody donated. I think one of the.
I thought his rocket blew up or something. Like it went up and then it came straight down with him in it and impacted the ground.
Dang.
That's the story they put out 12 weeks later because he didn't want to face the public. He smashed his rocket after finding out that space was real. He trashed it and disappeared. So all the conspiracy theorists said, he crashed, see? Space doesn't exist.
Oh, I'm going to turn that off.
the problem is a lot of these like engineering firms. That's what they do. They because they think they have a unique product, they can charge really a great fortune for stuff.
Yeah.
And as technology spreads, they're really panicking because
Yeah. Hey, over on Instagram, Ernie produces. There's another balloon flying over the U.S. right now.
All right.
Well,
Yay!
space exists, space invaders.
Get those 308s out. Let's take it down.
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna do anything while Biden's in office.
No,
Yeah.
they'll put 500 sanctions on Russian companies, but they won't even put one on a Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like we were really, really like smacking China around, like we're just smacking them around, and then months.
Oh, look
and then
how peaceful it was.
A year or two later,
Wasn't it amazing?
Now we're under China's boot again.
Yeah, wasn't it amazing? A couple of sanctions from Trump, and suddenly China goes, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we'll behave."
Yeah.
No, we get a crackle whip at them again. Like, give us back our shit.
But you got to admit,
And tell BlackRock to stop with the ESG stuff.
yeah, you got to admit, Klaus Schwab's in a panic if they have to crash AT&T a week after their cybersecurity conference when ignored.
Yeah, because who wants to listen to a bunch of old farts on hospital care talk about how they want to run the world?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, Klaus Schwab really made a huge mistake by inviting Malay to the WEF. And if you haven't been paying attention to the news, which most people haven't, and not that they're reporting it anyway, but Argentina has its first surplus in 120 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how did they achieve it? Cutting government. That's one message the media does not want, right?
That's the guy that was ripping stuff off the wall, right?
Yeah, Malay.
He was so angry. Like, he was angry. And it was such a joy to see him. Like, yeah.
It's such an obvious thing. It's something, if you're basically doing first year economics, they'd give you a situation and say, here you go. The economy shrunk by 3%, turn it around. And you just go through the line. Government cut government, boom, cut government spending. I mean,
bet you
what's so hard about that?
Every lobbyist, I bet you every lobbyist was like panicking. They're like, oh my God, we're getting fired. We're getting fired. What have we done? We're fired.
I bet you a lot of those lobbyists used to be lawyers and bankers for WorldCom and Enron.
Yeah,
probably.
And now they're probably locked in their houses right now because they're too scared to like go report to their bosses. They're like peering through the windows and everything. Like, is he coming? Is he coming? Is he coming? Quick! Get the emergency hatch going.
Yeah. Well, that's why they hated Trump, because he's lobby ban. It means they couldn't get their commissions for lobbying government.
Well, that's what also Jesse Ventura did. He threw all the lobbyists out.
Yeah,
he threw all
that's
them
why
out.
they
Like,
threw him out eventually.
The hell out of my...
They kept making him angry and angry and angry until he lost his temper, and boom, he loses the elections. Minnesota's freaking idiots.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? They never go for the people who provoke the problem, right? They always go for the reactor. But he's a professional, He's supposed to be above that,
I love this story about Hulk Hogan and everything. That one cracked me the hell up. I'm like, Vince, tell Hogan I'm governor now, and I have a million other things going on with both parties. I don't give a shit what Hogan does. If he wants to have a book signing in the state, I can easily get him better security and everything. That's it. But
Well, the
Jesus,
original
I don't
Predator
care what
movie.
Hogan does.
The thing is, you see, the original Ventura and Schwarzenegger were both future governors when they did Predator. Got both shot into fame because of Predator, and it made and pretty much made them such a household name that they were easily able to walk into governorship at the time. You can't see that in any movie star today. You can't see that, can you? You can't see that level of fame, charisma, genuine excitement. You know, they actually loved what they were doing.
The masculinity, feeling like a man.
Yeah. Saying the F word, or saying bundle of sticks in a movie. You're a bunch of slack-jawed bundle of sticks.
You're a bundle of sticks. You're a bundle. You're a bundle of sticks.
You're a flaming bundle of sticks.
Yeah. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger saying to the CIA, "What country have you overthrown lately?"
Yeah, bundle of sticks.
Yeah, those were the days when movies actually told the truth, right?
Right.
Just people weren't paying attention.
Yeah, were they telling the truth or rub it in our face? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, some people say that. Some people say that about 1984 because it turns out that Orwell was a flaming socialist.
I thought you were going to say bag of sticks.
Yeah, it was a bag of sticks.
A flaming bundle of sticks.
Yeah, a flaming bundle of sticks. A flaming socialist bundle of sticks.
A flaming bundle of sticks.
If Orwell was alive today, he would have been cruising around in the back of a limo with AOC and Bernie Sanders.
Nice.
And he'd be calling it 1984, the handbook. Most people don't know this, but Clockwork Orange was another dystopian novel which was pretty accurate about how the government would use welfare and crime to control the people.
Yep. And then when we bring in the facts and everything, they label us as the racist, when in reality it's the truth.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Go to the low welfare and crime-ridden city of Chicago, Baltimore, and a few others. It's higher.
The thing is,
oh
it's
yeah,
the
for
stages
sure.
of grief. Benny Johnson said this is the stages of grief. He actually said it. The Democrats are stuck in denial. Mm-hmm. Their dream has died. First there was outrage, then came the bargaining, right? You know, and now they're in denial, and they're getting there. They haven't got to that. They haven't quite got there yet, but they'll eventually start bargaining. Hey, devil, will you bail us out?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep. I mean, think about it. Think about how beautiful New York looked at during our time growing up, like from the 70s, 80s up until like the mid, probably in the mid 2000s.
It was a cesspool in the 70s. What do you mean? Even in the 80s.
Yeah, it was a cesspool.
Okay, from the 90s onward.
Yeah,
from the 90s
it was Giuliani.
Giuliani cleaned it up. Yeah.
New York. Okay. The thing is, New York in the 30s had the worst murder rate in the world. Chicago was coming in a close second. So things have really just basically history repeating. It's sad to say, but the majority of people are not good. They just have not, cities have basically bad outcomes throughout history.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too many people too close together.
No, it's the anonymity of crime, they said. It's the anonymity of crime, which dates back to Rome.
Yep.
If the criminals weren't anonymous, they couldn't, if you knew who the criminals were, they basically, whether or not you agree with mob justice or whatever, but you go back to medieval England, right? Before the creation of the police force, you stepped out of line, you didn't last long. It's the reason why they didn't have jails.
No,
Yep, pretty much.
They would just slice you up right there and walk away like nothing. Be like,
Yeah.
Oh, nothing to see, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to see. Just a common thief. Nothing to see. Move
Yep.
along.
Oh yeah, farming communities. That's where you know. So the problem is that some noble came along and says, "Oh, vigilantes have yet again, I'm trying to think of the word, lynched. That's it. Vigilantes have yet again lynched another minority, so they created the police force, not to protect life and property, but to basically have a private army to protect the inner boroughs of London from the crime. They didn't stop crime; they only protected the. Look at the amount of police they had, and yet they couldn't catch Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
The jails were full, yet crimes were spiraling. The thing is, it's you have to want to live in a clean society. You have to want to live in a crime-free society. That's why people leave cities, because they want to live crime-free. They want to live in a clean society. And they recognize that the city, because it provides so many services, creates a laissez-faire, bored attitude. And that bored attitude opens the mind to all sorts of possibilities where you go, well, if so-and-so could get away with stealing a screwdriver from work, stealing stationery from work, I'm going to take, or take an extra hour for lunch. They all start doing it, and eventually, the boss can't crack down on all of us, It creates a very bad attitude and that's the thing. Democracy has always fallen into a rut of failure because what happens when the majority are criminals? What happens when the majority are lazy? What happens when the majority don't pay their taxes, and that's what you have now.
Yep. It definitely stinks.
Because it's not the millionaires and billionaires who aren't paying their taxes. It's all the nail salons, hairdressers. It's all these home businesses that aren't reporting their income.
Yep.
It's the tens of thousands of little cash businesses not reporting their income every week. That's draining the economy. Look.
In other news, did you guys see where Donald Trump's making some tennis shoes?
See, his golden sneakers freaked people out.
It's kind of cool.
I know, right? I love the freak out.
I think it's hilarious that people are just like, "Oh, he's just trying to make some money from."
He's trying to just rip up money with lousy tennis shoes. Yeah. And some guy went out and said, "Oh, I just paid $7,000 and I'm happy. And I think this is the best thing ever. Shoes signed by Trump, sign me up."
Let's see. My mom posted over on Rumble. I think Jack the Ripper was part of the police department, which is why they never caught him. I don't know, just my thoughts.
Yeah, there's actually they actually did have a suspect, and they were constantly told to leave him alone. So yeah. Not part of the police department, but a chief inspector's nephew or something. The Freemasons. Shake my hand, you shake. They.
Yeah.
Well, your mum's on. I'm not going to say what they really shake. Who wants to buy new sneakers, Joe? Joe's got $150 pair of sneakers so he can't slip and fall.
he's still gonna fall anyway. Just watch.
People are making jokes about Trump's shoes, right? Trump's sneakers, but Yeah, Joe. I think
No,
it was
I
a
would like. I
slight.
would love to get me a pair and just wear and just like sit there on the table, be like, do 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 do. You
Isn't it
can't get mad at
Yeah.
amazing?
me. You
What
can't get mad at me.
Michael Jordan charges like. Isn't it amazing? Michael Jordan, Air Jordans, made in China or Vietnam for $15, and he charges an outrageous fortune. Oh, he's a good businessman. This is the hypocrisy of the left. They don't have a policy other than constant criticism. They're nothing but an institute of hate, and that's what's wrong. The anonymity of the mob.
Yeah.
The ability of the few to install fear and tyranny because they can afford to pay off politicians, because politicians don't care about the people, they care about the vote. If you tied politicians' wages to success, you would see them care. Sorry, folks, that you'd like to think the majority of people are good. I'm sorry, the Bible tells us otherwise.
Yeah.
You're all sinners.
Donnie Gold shoes. That's funny.
So what? All these people with their side hustles. They're mocking Trump, but look at all these basketballs with their side hustles.
I mean, shoot. I mean, if Appalachian American would come out with shoes tomorrow, I would buy them. I'd be first in line. Be like, "Hi, I'm here to buy."
I'm not a shoe guy. I mean, that would be cool, but that just ain't me. I ain't a shoe guy. Did you hear DJT won't have to worry about money to pay for court cases if truth goes public? Will be worth $4 to $10 billion.
Dr. Coffin says his computer's toasted.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That stinks.
Laura Loomer on X says that Panamanians coming into the US have been found to be infected with the flesh-eating virus. I wonder if this is disease X that that amazing procrastinator Catherine Heritage said on CBS. Catherine who has an inside track to the CIA.
I don't know.
Flat earthers are saying that NASA destroyed themselves by publishing moon landing photos.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, they're absolute.
Oh, wow.
The problem is, it's so. Look, when you want to stand, that's the problem. So many people want attention, and they just pretty much cannot be told. They actually. I mean, look at Bill Maher. You grab Bill Maher and literally you can show him the crime stats, and he'll just literally stare at you and say, "Crime's part of living in a big city." They're just that. Like I said, they're in that deep in denial now that they're it's as they said in 1984 that the party can say anything they want because the people are so afraid. I mean, Bill Maher just can't tell the truth because there goes his HBO show, there goes his liberal audience, and the liberal audience, they don't want to. The liberal audience, they don't want to lose their friends. They don't want to lose their family members. That it's a circle jerk.
Yep.
They have to constantly purchase signal on Twitter how much they hate Donald Trump. Otherwise they don't get their likes and their clicks, and then they get depressed when there's no Donald Trump because that's what they're going to do. They can't. What are they going to do? Biden's accomplishments every day? What's his accomplishment? He got out of bed without dying.
And he got his ice cream without falling down.
Got him out of bed without dying. Without him dying.
Yeah,
Did
and
you
he
hear
got
that?
ice cream cones. He got his ice cream without falling down. Oh, wait a minute. His aides got him
Yeah,
ice cream.
he fell upstairs.
Uh,
First
I
person in
mean,
the world.
let's see. Over on Rumble, my mom also commented, "Did you hear that Catherine Heritage is losing her files? CBS fired her and now is taking her computer files so she cannot spread her info to any outlet. Sounds like someone at the top is pressuring."
Well, she probably should not have told people about disease X. That was probably for her eyes only from the CIA. World Economic Forum. Start preparing stories, not actually, this is not, don't report this. Start creating stories, narratives for disease X. What are we going to do? She probably read an eyes only memo that on the air, and she's done that before. Well, according to Benny, she's slipped many times. She outed Obama. She outed Big Mike.
Yeah.
Whether or not you believe Obama won legitimately the first time, there's a lot in the media who believe he didn't win legitimately the second time.
no, that whole thing was rigged.
Yeah, and Catherine said something about Philadelphia, and that's why she was off the air for a while, because you're not allowed to mention Philadelphia, right, when it comes to elections.
Yep,
She
because
told
that's
the
one of their
news that
strong
2024
points.
is setting up to be the Black Swan event.
Whoa! Well, flaunting, as Blake would say, is it eluding us or flaunting it? It's starting to sound like flaunting it.
Yeah.
It's the same. They do these things, like say it's a solar flare, so that to see who are the Muppets on X, it'll repeat, yes, it was a solar flare. Actually, it was a solar flare. Says to see who's on board still. It's basically every day they got to have their 5 minutes of rage to see who's in line with the party. Never mind, never mind that the Rolling Stones, Elvis, Dire Straits all did world tours bigger and better than Tay-Tay. But no, Tay-Tay's the biggest. Tay-Tay's the best. Tay-Tay's the record breaker.
Yeah.
Don't look at inflation, And these idiots wonder why they're broke, Well, yeah, paying hundreds of dollars. And like all the songs are the same. Like it's a 17-year-old girl crying about a breakup. And like she's 34. She's a loser. And she was a loser. She was broke until George Soros bought her music for $1 billion. She was broke. The only reason why she could afford these big tours which are making a loss, by the way, is because of his money and his backing. It's his money to lose, absolutely, but it's not. He gets it off the taxpayer through these NGOs.
Yep.
Which he then launders through hedge funds, and then he takes it off and then calls it investments. So they don't make money. He doesn't lose money. You do. But Disney's in trouble because it looks like they're not going to get bailed out. Hasbro lost $1 billion. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, Hasbro in the last 3 months lost $1 billion.
Jeez. Hey, Dakota, I see you over on Instagram. What's up, man?
Yeah, and Hasbro's looking like, despite the fact that Hasbro made a lot of money off Baldur's Gate 3, they have to sell D&D because it's one of the few things they got left they could sell that's going to actually cover their debts. Well, you only have to go
Trump-
to Ollie's and see all the Hasbro toys.
11 minutes ago, Trump during a speech said, "Our message to the black community in this election will be very simple. If you want strong borders, safe neighborhoods, rising wages, good jobs, great education, the return of the American dream, then congratulations, you're Republican."
Yeah.
Well, that's a wake up call.
But it is. They've been simping
Yeah.
for the Democrat Party for so long because they thought the American dream was going to be handed to them on a silver platter. We'll give you homes, we'll give you jobs, we'll give you good union jobs. But the cities went broke with all these lawsuits. The cities went broke paying out all these huge early retirements.
All right, y'all. I need to know who did this. Hold the phone.
All these benefits, they cost
Here we
money.
go. All right, which one of y'all did this?
Call us for a special caring touch. Visiting angels care so much. Visiting angels, America's choice in home care. Call us.
Woo!
Which one of y'all did that? It's not bad. That ain't nice.
At least it wasn't the
Actually-
Canadian euthanasia program.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this one's a close second. I think this was a close second to the White House one. This is a close second.
Which one was that one?
It was White House nursing where we
Oh, yeah, White House nursing home.
Yep,
Mm.
where we make our residents feel like presidents. I was laughing so hard. Oh my god! Who's ever doing these? Keep it coming, please, because this is awesome. Do one for Kamala. If you're watching this, do one for Kamala. I would love to see what these people could do.
Oh,
boy.
Nancy Pelosi has
part
attacked
two.
both Netanyahu and pro-Palestinian protesters outside her home, which she denies Congress owns the bloody situation in Gaza. Well, you do kind of, Nancy, because you gave them money. Every time Gaza attacks Israel, you've been giving them money to stop, and when you didn't, they kept going. You created this mess by incentivizing violence, because every time they're violent, they get paid. If you didn't give them all this aid, they wouldn't. And basically, it's 6 million people in a tiny area. That's not Israel's fault. That's Gaza's fault because they were a tiny population that was well fed per child. So they had 6, 10, 12 children every decade. Their population soared. They had child brides. They had problem after problem, and the West just kept giving them more money. If your neighbor attacks you, yes, build the wall. I absolutely deplore Gaza and their attitude. I deplore all these poor pro-Gazans. Well, you're supposed to be refugees, not coming here to protest your war.
Oh, Don Jr. getting it.
What did Don Jr. do?
Biden 81 says the key to his marriage is good sex. Donald Trump Jr. says effing the entire country doesn't count.
Boom.
Oh my god. Oh, Donald Trump Jr. Oh. Oh. Oh, here's another good one.
Oh,
David, what kind of noise was that? Oh my god. Y'all see that? Ain't nobody laughing. I thought it was funny.
Oh.
Sorry, man. I don't see too good.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dude.
now I see it. Yeah, Pornhub.
That David made this sound, and I was like, what?
I was trying not to say what I was going to say about Kamala, the hyena.
Woo.
Anyway, Trump was doesn't say where he was. He was at a rally, and a whole bunch of black people came up to him and started congratulating him. And Al Sharpton, of course, freaking out on MSNBC.
Speaking of Al Sharpton. Speaking of Al Sharpton.
Google Gemini. Show us Joe Biden.
Stop it, Google. Cut that out. What's the deal with that, by the way?
Okay, Google started their new AI, Gemini. It creates art, right? You ask for Greek scholars and you'll get a black woman.
Seriously?
Almost, you ask for a slave, you get a bunch of white people.
It's funny.
Start to get the message yet? Ask for a bunch of scholars, get a whole bunch of black people. Ask for founders of the United States, got Hamilton's black. Did you know? I warned you about that play. I warned you. I did not say that it was the beginning of replacement. Google's taken a stream. They even had Black Beethoven. So somebody did so somebody asked for a bunch of Greek scholars in chains asking for watermelons. So of course you got a bunch of black Greeks in chains.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Eating watermelon. But Joe picking Kamala is the only reason why Joe's still alive. Okay. See JFK, he doesn't want Joe knows he's going to get Joe knows he's doing wrong, okay, or knew at the time that he was going to do a whole bunch of, because he's doing China's bidding.
Yeah.
Driving up the cost of fuel in the United States is reducing consumption, reducing your income, because remember, it's the bottom end of the market that suffers first. The high end of the market's all government contractors, all the fuel companies. They're not hurt because they sell fuel to the military. Government.
Hey, you guys ready to have your ears bleed?
No, but you're gonna do it anyway. That face
is what it looks like when she sees a BBC. You're gonna hear me the fuck?
Get
it off my screen. Get it off.
Look at her face. Chelsea does not have her mother or father's facial structure. Look. Doesn't she look like a...
Kill it with fire.
She looks like she looks like Netanyahu's daughter. Well, she ain't Bill's.
Yeah, probably
none of Bill's facial structure.
And probably ain't even hers.
No, probably not even hers. Yeah.
San Diego County is mass releasing illegals onto the street of California. They are doing this because the shelter ran out of money. Ouch.
Yep. It's all fun and games until liberals have to pay the bills, and then they go, nope, we're out of tax, reach the limit of our tax deductions. That's all it's about. It's not about helping people. It's about tax deductions. And they're running out.
Yep.
because everything is costing more, and they thought, but taxes. Yeah, it's very easy to be generous with other people's money, but if you tie everything to them, but China's woes are hurting the US economy because your exports. Right. And what I don't get is if China's in so much trouble.
Oh my gosh. Dude, what's the deal with cops right now? These people are stupid. So this lady in Texas gets mistaken as a home invader, and it's her home. And so what do the cops do? What logically should a cop do if they see someone that they think is a home invader? Let's do wrong answers only.
Shoot them.
Shoot them. Yeah. Help them.
Hold on. We'll just go to the clip. Y'all say shoot them. Survey says. Yep. Hold on. Reload. Shots fired. Let's just do some more. Just keep on.
Did you hear an acorn drop? Did you? Oh my God! That's the third clip, right? 2 of them.
Gotta get that charm bracelet.
What the heck are they shooting at?
The Christmas tree, I think.
The homeowner.
Whoa! You're
the homeowner. They're shooting at the homeowner.
Misogynist. You're being a misogynist, man.
Yeah, stop being so misogynist.
Where's that? Go down.
So they're shooting blindly into the window?
Yeah. Yes, they are. What an idiot.
Well, the majority of people shouldn't be allowed to vote. It's a little like own a gun.
Let's see what the comments say.
The comments say.
So, the very first comment said, "So this was her home." Yeah. So not only were they not fired upon, they each emptied a full mag each through a wall, reloaded, and one dumped another mag again through the wall at a target they couldn't see and that wasn't firing at them.
Yeah, it wasn't even firing at the suspects. It was just firing at the wall, you know?
I used to not like the police were forced to wear body cams. Now I understand that I was mistaken. Imagine what they would have written in the report if not for the body cam. These police officers should be fired and blacklisted from ever working law enforcement ever again.
Now imagine if we put body cams on politicians.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I just want a body cam on Chuck Schumer and the ADL having lunch.
Somebody commented on the thread on Twitter. In their defense, an acorn fell on the patio.
That's what I said, an acorn fell.
Let's see.
So what were they called to investigate?
They thought it was a break-in.
They just said it was a home invasion without actually explaining what they observed to say.
Yeah,
the door didn't even look like it was a problem.
Both officers have been placed on administrative leave, according to the Harris County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Department and local attorney are investigating the case and is being referred to a grand jury.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Somebody put WTF. Even if it was an actual break-in, what happened to arresting the person so they can stand trial? Since when is just shooting into a home that you don't even know who's inside, acceptable?
Yeah, and if those are Full Metal Jacket rounds, they're going to go through several walls.
Multi-million-dollar lawsuit, fire the cops. Somebody commented diversity hire.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, it was bound to be.
I'm not saying women can't be cops, but most women shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Most men shouldn't be.
Yeah. Don't give power to the fearful. Their first reaction is to attack because they're afraid.
Yep.
Some people would say this is the reason why women
Well,
should
that's
be.
it. Feminism, Muddy. That's exactly what it is. Mob up and attack, right?
Yeah.
Don't give power to feminism. You were warned.
That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Shoot it down. So Shoot It Down is trending, and the very first thing I see is Alex Jones in a courtroom.
All right.
No
they can
shirt,
find-
just Superman.
If they can fine Alex Jones $1 billion over one thing, why can't they do that to CNN or
Because they're stupid.
Yeah, because it's not a justice system. It's the just us system.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, let's see.
Like I said, all I want is a body cam of Chuck Schumer. One body cam of him meeting with the ADL.
All right. 5 hours ago, breaking U.S. military aircraft is tracking an unidentified high-flying balloon flying over the western portion of the United States. All right. Thank you. Good job.
Anybody hear how much the Chinese stock market fell today?
No.
Actually, that's where that's at. That's not far from me.
China's in economic collapse.
Because
China's suffering from massive deflation, massive protests, bank closures, and their stock market fell trillions of dollars in value. The Chinese economy had the miserable year, and 2024 is only going to get worse. This is from CNN Business that China has actually. They believe that China is dragging down the world and has been lying about its economic progress for years. No shit.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no. Were you? Did you show something? Appalachian American about
what?
I heard Anime Night saying that's not too far from him. Was it something with that unidentified?
Oh, the identified flying object.
I don't think I showed anything.
Yeah, because no, I
so.
saw the exact same post, and I blew up the photo, and apparently it's in Colorado. So, and as you well know, Arizona and Colorado are not far apart. This is Arizona. Here's Colorado. We're like right about there. So we're not that far apart. So if it's there, then it must be either heading probably to Utah, maybe, if I have to take a wild guess. We'll see.
There's no slavery. And in other news, Amazon was forced to pay $1.9 million to quote unquote exploited workers in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Current and former workers in the revelation, these migrants worked without pay in more than 700 worked without pay in Saudi Arabia.
There's a so if we were to hit an EMP.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, dude wrecked on a motorcycle. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, if there was to be an EMP, would it does it destroy electronics or just disable them?
Okay. Depends on the electronics. Some overload and shut down because the capacitors overheat. Others, like CPUs, their gates melt, so they're permanently destroyed. Others have what they call a surge protector, but if the surge protector gets overloaded, then the surge goes through it anyway and destroys the electronics. So most electronics will be actually rendered useless permanently. They'll be fried internally. But there are a few that can survive. they're usually extremely expensive pieces of equipment, and even then they still risk surge because the cage can only stop, I think, up to 100,000 volts or something.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it depends. And I think also it may depend if it's on or off.
Yeah,
Older
the
cars and
DMP
stuff.
pulses.
Yeah.
It's the second pulse that does the damage. The first pulse overloads. The second pulse does all the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious because I was watching something and they were talking about an EMP and it was just how it would like just fry everything. And I was like,
Yeah,
well,
but all you'll
crazy.
see is everything go off.
Yeah.
You might feel a bit of heat, but that'd be it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I was just curious if some people, the way that I was reading this post, it seemed like that it would like come back on later.
No, the majority would be permanently dead because the gates are fried.
Gotcha.
See, electronics works on what's called end gate principle. As basically the voltage is a certain voltage, the gate opens. If the voltage decreases, the gate closes, and they just basically create a mathematical algorithm and a whole bunch of circuits. So all those digital circuits are just basically flowing electricity, and if those gates can't open and close, then the whole electronics are dead. It just takes one component.
Gotcha. All right, guys. We're gonna start coffee and gaming early, so I'm going to bed.
Right.
All right.
We're gonna have it's gonna be an early episode that will probably end earlier than normal. So
Right.
we're just gonna get on and play and goof off and have fun for a little while. And I'm gonna go buy a car.
A car.
Hopefully.
Ooh.
A mummy
Yeah,
van.
we're getting rid of the the Subaru.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What are we upgrading
Yeah.
to?
Minivan.
Oh.
Yeah. Should have bought it a while back, but I didn't. So
Now it's
Well,
time to
I
buy
mean,
it.
you could borrow AJ Styles' wig. You could borrow his hairstyle.
yeah. I wish I'd just went on ahead and bought it, but we bought the Subaru
Nah, I
because
bet
we
it
were
looks
trying to
pretty
stay
cool,
away
though.
from the minivan, and that's what we're looking at. 2019.
Oh, that's clean.
You got
Honda
like
That's
Odyssey.
you
clean.
got 2 kids now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a mother-in-law that lives with us. So
Yeah. It's time.
yeah. But she's sexy, man. Body lines look good.
That's a nice car.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. So we're going down tomorrow. It's in Greensboro, so it's about 2.5 hours, 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So we'll go down there and check it out, and hopefully we can make a deal. That'll be cool.
Well, let's hope you get it though, because that would be nice to have. I mean, looks nice.
Shoot, yeah, dude. So it's got like it's got the all the big screen and stuff. This is the gear selector. You got park. It's just push buttons right in the middle. It's kind of
Welcome
neat.
to the future of driving.
Yeah. So I'm pretty stoked about it. It seats 8. So when we go to the beach, we'll all be able to like hang out and all use one vehicle. So that'll be nice. It's got the inboard cam. It's called the Fam Cam. And then it's got a DVD player. 3rd row seats.
Just before you go, if you haven't had enough outrage, there's some outrage for you.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Kitty diddling is now a disorder, not a crime. The New York. Shut up, New York Times.
Hey, remember, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to go buy your stuff, the New York Times newspaper, and turn it into toilet paper and wipe your ass with it.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't even buy. I would not buy it.
Just pee on it.
Yeah.
Just pee on it. Or they
pee
do
on it
have
where
the
you're
little
at.
free things.
Yeah.
If
See
you
it in
see
the
one of those
newsstand?
newspaper boxes, the newsstands,
New York
yeah. If you
Times.
see that,
Yeah.
rip it and go.
Yeah, for real.
They went from defending communism, defending kiddly diddlers. If you don't think they're satanic, then nothing will. Then you basically, examine your city life and get the heck out.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, friends. You guys have a great evening, great night, great morning, great time, whatever you're doing. Hope you're enjoying it. Until next time, we'll see you tomorrow morning for coffee and gaming. And be on the lookout. I'm trying to record some toy videos, so
All right.
Ooh.
take it easy. Check out all their channels, by the way. Sorry, that slipped my mind. Brian
That's
Lake
all right.
does beer reviews. David Applegate has a book. Anime Night does the roundtable every Saturday sometime. Check the links down below.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jimbo.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.
Burn in hell, New World Order. Fuck you. You, New World Order. Fuck you, Bill Gates.